In today's video, I am going to be showing you the most optimal way to fill in your keywords for your Amazon KDP books. Hello, my name is Ben McQueeney, and if you've been to this channel before, I make videos on how you can make a great passive income selling low content and no content books on Amazon KDP. And if that sounds like something you like the sound of, then please subscribe to my channel, leave it a like, and hit that notification bell. Now, just recently, my friend Dave Chesson at Kindlepreneur has brought out this video, which is how to fill in your 7 Kindle keywords, 2024 update. Now, I watched that video and it was very good. And one of the things that jumped out at me was the fact that Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing are actually saying now to learn from Kindlepreneur as if they're the kind of like gold standard for filling in keywords and things like that. So what I did is I went through this video and I took that method that he is applying and I've created it as a kind of demonstration to show you guys how you could apply it to your low content books. And in this particular example I'm going to show you is actually just a puzzle book. So I'm going to show you how to put it together and go through some of the things which Dave Chesson has brought to our attention. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at that. Okay, so in Dave's video he pointed out 5 rules which apply to keywords when you are filling them in for your books, okay? So I'm just going to touch upon each one of these and pass comment to each one, okay? So rule 1, filling in more words in your keyword boxes, yeah, means that you will index for more words and phrases on Amazon, okay? So that makes sense, doesn't it? So the more words that you put into your title, subtitle, and 7 back-end keyword slots, okay, the more things that you are going to come up for when searched for on Amazon, okay? So it's pretty straightforward. So the more things that you put on, the more different types of words and phrases, the more things that you are going to be found, okay? So rule number 2, Amazon takes all combinations of words that you put inside one of these boxes, right? So I've got a little bit of an example here to kind of show you for this, right? So the example is, if you've put this in your box, let's just say you've put word search for kids ages 6 to 8, right? Then Amazon will rearrange these words in any particular way when someone is searching for it on Amazon, okay? So word search for kids is age 6 to 8 could turn into word search for kids, because look, word search for kids. Word search ages 6 to 8. Word search ages 6 to 8. Kids word search 6 to 8, so on and so forth, okay? So it's important that when you are picking your keywords, that it can kind of form some other keywords, phrases as well, okay? Rule number 3, the more words or phrases you put inside the boxes, the lower your initial rankings will be. Okay, so rule number 4. Amazon now uses your keywords as indicators that your book is in the correct category. And if it thinks that your book isn't in the correct category, it will change it automatically. Okay, now this seems to be happening quite a lot. So if you have chose your categories on the KDP dashboard and you are happy with them and they're the ones that you want to be in, but your keywords are not the correct keywords which should be assigned, or what Amazon believes it should be assigned in that category, it will take you out of that category and put you where it thinks that you should go. Now, obviously, we want to choose our categories carefully so that we can be found and we can make sales. And what we don't want is we don't want Amazon to just randomly take our book and put them where it thinks that you should go, sort of thing, okay? So we need to make sure our keywords are the correct kind of words which belong to the categories that we want to be in, okay? So rule number 5, Amazon won't rank you for a made-up word, okay, or something that it thinks that someone won't search. So I think what that basically is saying is that don't make up any random titles or anything like that. And when we're talking about low content, puzzle books, no content books, and even medium content books, have the title of your book what actually somebody is going to be typing in to be found, yeah? If you make up a random word or a random saying or whatever, people are not going to be typing that into Amazon and they're never ever going to find your book, are they? So you want to make sure that your title is a phrase that someone is going to actually type into Amazon to find your sort of book, okay? Let's have a look at this little kind of way to do this strategy, okay? So if you have a look at this here, I've kind of just created an example here. Now, none of this is researched. I've just literally just plucked it out of my mind, okay? So don't take any of this as gospel, but what I just thought is I thought, travel activity book for kids, right? Now, one of the most important things here is I've kind of assigned a power rating to these your keywords, right? So when we're talking about our keywords, we've got our title, our subtitle, and then we've got our 7 back-end keyword slots, which we would then put into our on the dashboard, on the KDP dashboard. Now, what we can see is that our title has got 30% power. It's got the biggest pull, right? So we want our best keyword that we have, yeah, needs to be in there, and you need to have no additions. So it needs to be, so if we have done our research and we've found that travel activity books for kids is good, yeah, then that is it's our best keyword, then we're going to put that in as our title, okay? Then the next that's got the second amount of power is the subtitle. So I've got that as 20%. So it's your second best keyword with small additions, okay? So as I say, I've got over 250 mazes, word searches. Obviously, we'd have to spell that correctly. Really good at that. Sudoku, crossword puzzles, and more, okay? So basically what we want to do is we want to make sure that we've got our second best keyword in there with some small additions. So just kind of making it a bit kind of human, over 250 mazes, and we've put kind of other bits in there as well. Then what we want to do is the next 3 keyword slots, which will be the first of our back-end keyword slots. They have got the most kind of power because we are just going to put in single phrases, right? So let's just say that we've found word search for kids ages 6 to 8 is a really good one. Well, we put that in there and we don't put any additions, right? So it's just the key phrase. This next one here, travel word search for kids. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put that in, we're going to add no additions. Maze book for kids age 6 to 8, again, no additions. So these are just clean phrases that we found that are really good, okay? And when I'm saying when we're finding these phrases, you're either doing it through the manual method or you could be using Publisher Rocket, which I'm going to be showing you in a second. So just to recap what we've got so far, we've got our best keyword at the top, which will be our title. Then we've got our second best keyword in the subtitle. Then we've got 3 really clean keywords in our slot 1, 2, and 3. And we've got no additions to any of these. So the next 2 slots, we are going to be adding other words, okay? So the other words which are relevant to our particular book, and we're doing a level of blend, right? So I have got an example here of what a keyword blend looks like, okay? So if we found some really good keywords that didn't make the cut for the top 3, but still are good and relevant, yeah? Let's just say, for example here, variety puzzle for kids, variety puzzle for children, word games for kids, and word hunt. Now, we can blend all those words into variety puzzle for kids, children, word games, hunt. So all different words, and it will cover all those, okay? Now, one thing that you do need to do is make sure that this particular blended keyword doesn't go over 50 characters. Now, the way I like to do that is just to copy that. You can go over to word counter, paste it in there, and it'll tell you that it's only 49 characters. So we are on track with that one. So what we do is we copy that, and then that would go into our 4th slot. Now you do the exact same again with another set of keywords. You just do the same with the above. So this is the category specific keywords, okay? So for the next 2 slots, we want to make sure that we put keywords into these slots up to 50 characters, which are relevant to the categories that we want for this particular book, okay? So that Amazon doesn't take our book out of that category and put it somewhere random that we don't want it to, okay? And the best way to do that is to go over to Publisher Rocket and you go to this category search function. Now I've just typed in word search, okay? And I'm going to go to this little category details section and press this button, which is the word keywords. As that comes up, you can see that these are all the keywords that Amazon would expect for a word search book. So we've got things like puzzles, word search, word puzzles, word games, word play, brain teasers, brain games, and things like that. Now, what you would do is you would take some of these words and you would simply just copy them and you would paste them into here, okay? And you would do it until you kind of had your 50 characters. Okay, so let's just put mind games in there, and so on and so forth, until you had your 50 characters. But then you do it for both, which means that then you would have a keyword slot 6 and keyword slot 7 would have relevant category specific keywords in. Okay, so what we are hitting there is we are hitting number one, we are using our best keyword that has the most power in our title. Then we're using our second best in our subtitle. Then we're using 3 really good keywords by themselves with no additions for our first 3 keyword slots. Then our next 2 keyword slots, we are doing the keyword blend, which I showed you here. And in the last 2 slots, we are looking for relevant category specific keywords, which we have found on Publisher Rocket. Now, if you don't have Publisher Rocket and you don't know what words are specific to these categories, then all you would have to do is go onto Amazon and do a bit of a review and get your kind of your best guess. Okay, so you would go around a particular category that you like and have a look for the same word being used lots of times. Okay, once you've got those words, you could make a list and then you could do that in the same way. Okay, so that was the updated method for assigning your keywords. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave it a like, and if you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Now, if you are interested in Publisher Rocket and Kindlepreneur, I will leave the links in the description below. Now, if you have a look at this video, I think you may find it useful too. And until next time, I will see you later.